Hello everyone, this is Dushan for ICO TV video. My guest today is Sky from DACC. Hi Sky, how are you?
Hi, Lucia. How are you doing? Good, good.
Great. I'm really happy to have you on my show. I think we're gonna have a really interesting discussion. Your project is getting a lot of attention, I would say, and I would immediately say that your project is being backed by some important guys out there, like from Consensus, from Tron, from different funds, and so on. So obviously you are doing some serious stuff, and now we're going to talk about it. So you are actually building a new platform, blockchain platform,
Yeah,
that will deploy some new technologies, and you call this technology intrinsic identity and access management, that will ensure that only authenticated users can access the resources they are authorized to use. So actually, you are about to disrupt a lot of stuff.
yeah.
And Jess, can you briefly explain me about your project?
Uh, yeah, very happy to share with you guys about DACC. The DACC DACC is the world's first IAM-based content blockchain. That's what we are building up now. So we want to revolutionize the digital media industry. So DACC is like the problem we are solving for DACC is like in the digital media industry. We found that the key part is the key problem is that we call it is the data, the controllability of the data. So it includes the user data, IP data, and the network data. So what does this mean? So what's the controllability of the data? It's more like this. So for example, the IP data. We all know that it's like a lot of abuse of the IP data, right? So the IP privacy. Every year there are more than like 50 billion USD dollars on the IP data, right? I created something, someone just thief it. Yeah. It's like I think this is a very simple problem you can understand from the media industry. The second part is more like this: that we always face the personal data, privacy. Right, privacy problem. It's like the Facebook privacy problem. Definitely, everybody knows 50 million users data, right? It's like it's just a waste. Yeah, so that's a huge problem. And also the other problem is like the network data. And for example, the Facebook Pixel. We all know that it is a great innovation in the internet world. It's like it can helps the advertiser to find their target consumers. But sometimes it definitely has a huge conflict with the network data. So what's the network data is more like I have my own friends. I have my on Twitter. I have my own followers. Like you on YouTube, definitely you have your own followers, right? It's like you have your own followers and the followers data. It's like this is the private. Who can use it? Who can access that? That's not clear. That's totally not clear. And even they state this on the on the user statement, but nobody just it's like it's a huge problem there. It's like we call it the private data, and it's like the network data and also the IP data. It's like the ownership and the access of this kind of data is unclear. Sometimes it's like even and it's like a very ambiguous. It's like then I think the huge problem to bring to the centralized platform is their business is more like on that build up the central platform and build out this kind of problems. Then the content and in the end the content creators they can't get enough the incentive on that platform. Definitely it gets like less than 5% on all these social medias, all this like digital media. So the problem we want to address is this. So our solution is like the IAM. IAM is like identity and access management on the infrastructure level. So we built up basically the DACC has three parts. The first part is like IAM-based decentralized file system. This is the first part. The second part is like we have our IAM-based content blockchain, our public blockchain. And the third part is like on the top of this this platform, we have the developing tools for the developers, for the digital media developers, and for the individual content creators. Yeah, definitely we have standard libraries, and also for there we have the GUI tools for the individuals. Yeah, that's basically what we are building now. We want to basically we are building a digital media content platform. It's like the basic blockchain platform. And also on the top of that, we have a lot of developing tools for them to develop to easily and efficiently develop their own application. Yeah.
As you told me before the interview, so actually you're building the platform, providing all these tools for the developers, and essentially at the end of the day, on your platform, there's going to be different applications or dApps as we call it, including your application that you can explain a little bit later what it is about. But
actually.
So on top of the blockchain, you're building as well your dApp. Can you just tell me briefly about your dApp?
Yeah, so actually, since in the previous world, it's like I introduced myself for a little bit. It's like I have it's like in the last 12 years, I have been building my own startup, social networking, social media startup. In the 2006, it's like my first startup is about 同学.com. It's more like a Chinese Facebook. Yes, it's like 12 years old, 10 years ago. So like after 4 years, I sold that platform. It's like the second startup is about a mobile messenger. It's called a mobile messenger. It's more like a Chinese WhatsApp. It's another one, but it got beaten by WeChat. But that's my second startup, and we have another one in the international in Middle East. So, and and my third startup is called Vinci. It's the Vinci smart headphone. It's like it's more like AI. It's the world's first AI smart headphone. It's like you can talk to this headphone, and also it can connect people. So basically, I have been always solved this problem. It's like how to connect people closer and closer, how to connect people all the world, right? So definitely we need when we understand the blockchain is like since last year, I have spent a lot of time to explore the new technology about the blockchain, right? I found that definitely it can solve a lot of problems. Our first, not only we have the infrastructure level innovations, but also we want to build up our own blockchain application, a DApp. The first DApp is about, since we have the Vinci smart headphone, and so the first is about audio. It's related to the audio. It's like more like a decentralized iTunes. It's more like it's a decentralized audio content platform. Yeah, we wanna build up a new platform, and we can not only give the cell phone, but give also deliver the content to the IoT devices. So basically that's the audio app, the app we are building now. And the third part is like we have since in the application we think that the problem is more like more consumer based. It's like we found that consumer is like more than important in the content platform in the DApp. I think the key problem is like we wanted the content creator to earn more. So in the previous world, they just earn less than 1% or 5% of the whole business. So we have designed a new consensus, or it's called a proof recommendation. It's like a proof, or it's called proof curation. So we allow your followers or your network to spread or distribute the content for you.
To share around their social networks.
And the share they can earn. I take an example here. It's like the number is not that accurate, but it's more. It can explain this example. It's like for example, you have a YouTube account, right? But before that, you just you earn money from maybe from the just like your client, maybe it's like but your followers, just your readers, they are just they can click on like, or they can just comment. And
they don't share. Yeah, they're not incentivized to share.
They don't share. They don't got incentive, right? But in the future, so in our D application, yeah, definitely they will get incentive if they share and someone buy it or someone watch it. Definitely, we have an algorithm and give them incentive. So it's more like we build it. We allow every followers to distribute your content.
That's great idea. Yeah, that's great idea.
Yeah.
So good content that is, that people like to watch. If they will share a good content, they will get reward for that, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's basically what we do for the application. So the first application. Yeah.
And I would just add, it's not just this, the goal that you are pursuing, that that the content creators will earn more, but they will be able to create better content at the end of the day, as well, using some tools that you will provide on your platform, right? So
sure.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, the content that they create will be better. While now other platforms that are centralized out there, they're not very much. I mean, they're not incentivizing or helping or supporting that much the content creators to improve their work. Right? Yeah. Okay. So as you explained me before the interview, so essentially at the end of the day, on top of your platform, DACC. We will have not only your decentralized applications that you said it's going to be about audio, but we'll have a lot of dApps. For example, one similar to YouTube, one similar to Facebook, one similar to Instagram, one similar to some other social networks or media solutions. And content creators like me, we will be able to upload our content to these dApps that will be built on the top of your blockchain, right?
Yeah.
So this is the essential goal. And we were discussing about the economic model. So you said before the interview that each of these dApps will be using their own economic model, but will be using your token, right? The token of DACC.
Yeah. I think at first we will encourage all the ecosystem. It's like the DACC system to ecosystem to build up their application based on our tokens, right? So this is the first. I think this is the first step. To use our token. Yeah, we are more like we are not like to the revenue share or more like that. But we are more like here. It's like we will do this. It's more like a transaction. We're more like a new country or new city, right? It's more like a city. It's like the people they will have our tokens, and every transaction we will have it's more like the gas fee. It's more like that.
And you will also not only encourage, but also help in different ways, promising developers to come to your platform and build their own solutions, right?
Yeah. So that we must say that like for DACC, we have a core strength to build up our own ecosystem. Why? Because I'm also the co-founder of 3AM Block. This is 3AM Block community is the largest crypto community in China. We already have like 10 million crypto users and like 3,000 funds and media. So that everybody in this industry, they know 3AM. Yeah, I'm the co-founder of 3AM Block community. Yeah, and I'm the co-founder of 499. So 499 is more like it's all the female. It's a leading female crypto. It's a #1 female crypto community in China also. I'm the co-founder of this it's like an influential crypto community in China. So basically, we will get started since we have a lot of media. It's almost all the media, all the crypto media. It's like in this platform. Yeah, basically we will build up our own ecosystem. So from this crypto community, and we already have a resource. It's like a special resource in China, and now we are building not only in China but also all over the world. It's like we are expanding that. So we just it's like so basically what I say is like when we build our own ecosystem, it's not like a lot of blockchain projects. They have nothing. They have nothing behind them. But we already have the largest community. It's online. It's more like an online community. It's like every media in this industry and every application. It's like a multimedia, a video, audio content platform already on our platform.
Mm-hmm.
So they're already there. So the point is like we need to get started from someone is related to crypto industry now. So that's easy to talk, or easy to just like to attract them to our platform. Why? Because they already accept crypto concept, right? They already understand the blockchain. Yeah, the point is like they don't know how to get started. And I think the key point of this kind of the key problem or the key needs of this kind of developers is more like this. First they need tools. They need developing tools, right? They don't want to spend too much time. They don't want to spend too much work on this. This is the first part. And the second part, they need users.
Sure.
They need a lot of users. They need like, I think the point is like a lot of this kind of new platform, they need a user. So for us, we have a huge community.
Mm-hmm.
We have huge, not only in China, but also Telegram for us. So we already have like 500,000 on Telegram, DACC. So like we are the one to build up the global community in China, in
Cool.
all the world.
So you're really confident that you will have a lot of dApps at the end of the day on your platform. dApps will attract users, and your blockchain can grow. This is essentially the goal of every blockchain, like Neon or EOS. You know, they are encouraging, helping in many ways to different dApp developers to come and use their blockchain as a solution, right? And how far is your blockchain now in terms of development? When is going to be out?
Oh yeah, I think for the blockchain, for the basic blockchain, is like we have our own roadmap and pretty conservative. So like next year, still need it's like a 4 season. Yeah, next year it's Q2. I think Q2 at the end of Q2. Yeah, still, but before that, definitely we have our own applications, and also and our file system. Yeah, we will announce that, release that. Yeah,
and recording the funding and yeah, the how we call it ICO, the main sale. When is it planned? You know, and what is your funding targets? Hard cap or soft cap?
Oh yeah, it's like our the soft cap is more like it's like 20,000. Our hard cap is like 30,000 for the private sale and the public round. So like and also yeah, I think we are definitely when we do we have another end round. It's like last year. It's like I think a lot of top investors like Annie Chen, like the investor of Binance and Huobi, they already get involved in our annual round. So for the private round, it's like a private sale. It's like definitely in one day we already like overcommitted like 3 to 4 times in just like 6 hours.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like yeah. I think yeah. This is the it's like for DACC, definitely we already got supported like I think it's more or less like 100 institutional investors. It's more like it's just what you mentioned is like a Tron and a block VC and like D fund and like the
Crypto capital,
also,
I
like,
think also.
Yeah, I think a lot of top funds they got involved in our private sale. Yeah, that definitely some Korean and Singapore and the US fund. Yeah. So yeah, basically we I think our team has done a pretty good job. It's like also a lot of people they like our idea and they like our design. I like what we are building now, and also since especially in the and especially I think since we already got the 3 a.m. block the community and like the 499 community
499,
definitely. Yeah. So 499 and 3M, but a lot of people will think, yeah, definitely we have a lot of real stuff, right? Real users, real community, and a real ecosystem. So that's why it's like a lot of people. I think it's like the K. It's like people trust you to build up the ecosystem. So now we are trying to do the public round. It's like it's like I think maybe
Sure.
at the end of the June we will try to get listed on
Cool.
the.
Sky, and tell me please, so obviously I don't think that you're going to have like some problems with funding. So obviously the only thing is to develop the platform that is going to properly work and it's going to be good and it's going to deliver the promises. How about the content creators, for example, the one that are used to, for example, YouTube or other social media? You think it's going to be difficult to attract them to different dApps that will be built on the blockchain, or it's going to be easy to attract them because they will simply earn more and they're gonna have some tools that will help create them better content? Do you see any challenges here in attracting the content creators?
Yeah, I think the point is like first. I think at first we are more focused on the developers. The developers, and for the content creators, we use our own DACC application. Definitely, I think you kind of just if it's like let's talk about the content creators. It's you can't target all the content creators at the same time, right?
Sure.
So definitely you need to focus a little bit on who has more like incentive to come.
I just have the last question for you, and that will be, where is DACC in 3 years from now? What is DACC? How many, I don't know, dApps would you like to have on your platform in 3 years from now? How many users, content creators? Do you have this kind of dream or the target?
Yeah, I think it's more like for the platform. I take a lot of. I think in the last decade, yeah, we respect the iOS platform and the Android platform a lot, right?
Sure.
So like the ecosystem building a very good job, very nice job. It's like it's for me for the DACC definitely in the first in the first 1 year or 1 or 2 years. In the first year, definitely we need to build up the platform very good. That's the key point, and also include it's like we have our own DACC application, and it's like a 1K or 1 or 2K application definitely got a lot of traction. It's like I think million of users definitely we wanna reach out. It's like in the first year. I think in the second year definitely it's like it's not only about our own DACC application, but also it's about the whole ecosystem. And for the whole ecosystem, it's like I think definitely we need thousands of. It's like more than 1,000 the application in the first in the second year.
Second year.
The second year. And for the third year, and definitely it's more like 10 million users, right? It's more like that. And also for the third year, definitely we want to not only thousands though, it's like hundreds of thousands though. It's more like I think basically in the third year it's like more like it's a booming tipping point of your platform. Definitely you need to have at least more than just like 10,000 applications, and a lot of the area definitely you have your own killer application. I think it's more like I think
and hundreds of thousands of content creators and tens of millions of users, right?
Yeah. Basically, we want to.
Well, let us finish on that note. So I really hope that you will reach your plans, that you will have like 1,000 and several thousand of applications of dApps on your platform and hundreds of thousands of content creators. I will try to, if you're gonna have like good dApp for my content, I will definitely come to your platform, and tens of millions of users. And I'm confident that you will reach with you and your team and the support that you get from the community investors, your targets. So thanks a lot for the discussion, Sky.
Thank you so lot. Yeah. It's great to talk with you. Yeah.
Thank you. It was great to talk to you, and big bye to Beijing, China. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.